yup matie kabino la kelia ye
Sam's recipe oberongira mwera madano weng mare Uganda. Jami pa Sam's timapo likine obero crisps melayata, crisps megonja, cookies, odi, berenge kemukene mapola ta. Nong jami pa Sam's snacks e supermarket duju matilo baman. Sam's snacks, noa pora mamite.
Tindong ching aye adek niendwe abichel medwe mabungwan mwakali brio kipiario wi adek abichel in Iwando TV yupwa mawaloni Rupiny wamira kwa ikija pichako show wani late no jemu kana berka kwenye manak eto wadigo tien is studio wadak bena kumbeti kilonye ne ema akwara berka dor iwo program eni tiri ya yumada ni atieki the original super lady Sarah Adong Sarah mira jodi tural itan maleng ready
Emma, ke lo pared kumbeti dana mutawani maybe guak nyo anatika chwako chagula nyi.
Just see me cry to jal.
You know one day ana waji kingar mo we an gera bi cher ko court kong. Political parties te ari Uganda mumia ana cher ador record me Uganda. Adek actually UPC karachel kinok then NRM. Political parties adek en gin ko kwalo kala mame kwa me Uganda. NRM ko kwalo yellow. UPC ki nup gukwalo red. So kumbete ke rogo ne red ki wine either ti UPC nyeti nup. Ke rogo yellow bere ki wine ti NRM. So pingo pegu betchalo FDC ki DP. Magin go cher blue ki green.
Completely different.
Completely different. Leave our national colors alone. Having said that, it's only ni.
Acho wapesa. Irwenye pere for one whole week.
Abere kwan mo manok ingeo lokwani ke tiu bene kwan bo mier betia dugu tuo dogo goyama abere no flu on Friday last week payna at wire be katikin dano sa wajini me work dano bed safe and ko abere isolation because what you win be rumors tieni we more than work no lock pa covid but covid gira futieba we are living with the covid so you never know ka symptoms man me flu tie wine and kong let me excuse myself for protecting Dano. Eti ando.
Iti nen machili, iti matobe peace. So
ati
healing
matope ki gena limonti jinga tangawizi beneti ye jemi maduong.
La wo you sounded bad, tin you sound good.
La wo na ati maraj ba ema. La wo no pat where beri we yamo surely. Uma wenyo chwer command any but do banti mabe a chere oriat and thank you so much guys for the care. Pat do go na chim la wo. Pat ni you know yat what have the doctor said? Why, Dr. Pat La Ruby. Ni anatika go chim on behalf of One Duo TV.
Yes. Thank
you for the care, guys.
Welcome back, Super Lady.
How for you?
But what you think can you want to Super Lady Pat Doctor Tiki engagement mo kana mo makawi ento Super Lady Tio kan you door iwe yupo any me Rupiny wacha ko kichawa mo lo ni chawa many po tien niendwe abichel meduma bungwan mo ka ali bachel ki Beki mia bungwan ki piara beach 1955 lu ye magiroma piara bichelo lo gwor ki tian ge me awa ki Mombasa me owa e Kampala lu ye eni sala no gitika aki I can missionaries maki bekalo gene me windmills missionaries magyan go beri ken missionaries ma gukelo ni ye igere a kingdom me Buganda
ma by then not Uganda. Remember by then Uganda no pere wati under boundaries ma mekwa no kingdom money no ni gen bana gitiki gen ba megi tek ba megi ken gi and of course remember because Buganda bero in the central part of Uganda and that's where the name Uganda came from Buganda kerma but an ema ke neno about ni year enene it is now today matika ni yang mabe tutwal ni imperialism nyo large pa colonialism chake kong me wir wa kong mabe kong they first brought their missionaries.
They first brought religion.
First to go and soften the hearts of the Christians and the Muslims. Cherry watch again Yesu Christ because after that even the Muslims came.
Sarah, that was
the Muslim missionaries been go berutie.
Yes.
Go be after the Christian missionaries. So after go softening one mabe to one cha madong British bino kereni near we are coming to become near the British protectorate. How dare you protect my own nation? So where the scramble and petition for Africa
was very easy
because they brought in religion kagene ke kwa book pa Karl Marx. Karl Marx bu wàcc ni for him sociology of religion and wajani religion nyo dini uberu chalo an opiate of the sick uberu yat moni makonyo miyo beru chalo panado in ka witi ka bari ichere monyo panado we dog mabeo inoni ya now okay so you can get back to work now and Karl Marx wani wagene dini beru kumeno enani by the time British gitika bino kere in the context of me Uganda ni gingo kelo kong the Mill Hill missionaries mago bino en lokatoli then Protestant Christayo
go kelo the Church Missionary Society kama Winston Stanley Guberi the one who discovering the source of the Nile John Speak
then of course Mony makuno Dr. Menema Mocha kuno sese flies at the sleeping sickness at Entebbe around Lake Victoria.
Baton.
Yes. And so many of them, you remember Sir Samuel Becker. So
yes.
It is not until now. Okay. So Johanny Karagin go to Yuki Dini, Meo Mierko Guir, Wakong Mabe Tutual, and then they bring in the policies. And today, by the way, many governments worldwide have copied that approach. Approach money in Kaiti metro ka
gino money
pangar money
ivolo wangi gino money mabe
dini kong mabe kong tutual like for instance nero karmano konche ka yel what tutual in northern Uganda we involved Dara Machalo gene Archbishop Odama gene Archbishop Orombi to preach the gospel to the rebels and it worked for them for us and them may softening their hearts. So I think the British were very smart.
Very smart. That's why Nukluongini Great Britain. They're the greatest empire of all time. So Will Mill missionaries go be Uganda can Church Missionary Society Sarate watching it. So in 1955 go kwe the first time magudonya kere Buganda. So go me kwer ne go work iti and gime aiki Mombasa me owa I Buganda blange. Go work pinira ye Pier Beach over 1 month magiti what a bet. Go be kalunga any pilgrimage. Kira wan wachera kere kumbedi na mugongo.
Yeah, because it was the first of its kind. Magien go wine okay fine. Chaka magien ma missionaries gingo binu kere wa word konkiti and wa bene to pay pilgrimage. So which means ni pilgrimage ma chiel mo neno in the part me Uganda, which is now the modern Uganda, by then which was Buganda, Erobedo, and Mameki Eroni. Then now, I think the pilgrimage Memukanadon comes in after that, where we had Geramamega, the Uganda Matters, Moramadung Dano Guru from different parts of the world. But basically, Charamo Wajukere, religion, Nyodini,
I think it's a pathway to some dangerous things.
Don't joke with religion.
I did a mega canyon when it gets Sarah, American Mirwaten, Loka Kenya, chair one and Manian, Makiti Lungoneni, Chawa, Me, Lok Lobo, headlines and Matika Kati, Wang Ning, you made a door, Nyombe Quer, Kabirimu Rumua, and your climate change COP28, Tika Chakan, your Beno Chakadom. In Nairobi, Icheng Barajama, Umegiwa, win, which are young, where you can guide them, which are
yeah.
So, Dano Madwong presidents, Madwong Giti, Kumbedi Nairobi, Iketme Summit, and a critical one in Africa Climate Summit. La Ditlo Miro Kono, Anto Chwalo, Minister Beatrice, and you are my anti-state minister, my environment. La
wo Aberu Canero, proceedings Enoni live, TV from the various TV channels, including the one making Giwen. I didn't know that ni Samia Suluhu me Tanzania loro le mona me totwani.
Oh really?
Yeah, you know Tanzanians Tanzanians giloro le Kiswahili more because that is the nature of their country anyway. La wo Samia Suluhu loro le mona mo yomuchunya matak totwani. And for me as a woman, I just felt goosebumps on my body. Why? Because for the first time seeing an African president, Mati Dao, speaking. Yeah, Kalok. Of course, they are second so long. We had one in Liberia, but this very one enemy in a modern time, a Mekwa enemy.
Very well, Suluhu would have chocked with Tanzania.
Yeah, Suluhu is closer to us because this is the original.
Johnson Sirleaf was in Liberia, a bit far off.
Exactly. The original East African countries, of course, they are there: Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. So Suluhu Bericha la mera ma diet manera way wow. But gen ma chel ma gen guloro ma neno even the president me Kenya Ruto. Magingitika ye kera matek tutwal ni yes governments me Africa umieru gingi team tek matek tutwal enter challenge madikitika facing chente mu miero gu get into economic development ki lok mo kene chente enani doko miero gin good fighting to fight issues to deal with the climate change. And the question me, I question myself back, because if I was at that summit, I think those heads of states were not going to like me, because no anabi penyu ki kong ma chiel nga mono makong tika ye ni motoka miero ki importing motoka maduong in Africa. It is you, the very heads of states.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like for instance, win wajoka enemy ni kano what work creating pathways. Kamalela tueruka riye. The way you see in Sweden, Netherlands, UK, where dano riyo ki gari, chere kwanyo gari, kichena banok, riyo ki lela, nini, duoyo lela, chere choki dugu. Ento kakany, and we do not have cycle lanes. So how are you going to curb climate change?
So meeting and summit magiti roberi like mwakamukaran furbe guberi Egypt COP27. There's another one coming COP28. Kiwiberi kaloga any summit and where are the rules that are being put in place?
They put the rules, the applicability is what is lacking, the ratification. Ratification tell lokeni at the African Union gengi kateki check. Enter, now the challenge comes in the ratification, the implementation of these policies. For instance, if you tell me ni kumbeti ni tika metoka reducing the consumption of wachika 1 yen, yeah, or maybe to yen to 12. Now, for instance, let's take a big example of Uganda. Uganda, the population madunki Uganda tiyuki maka, maka eni aki kwe. Yen magitika to. You remember those days where Honorable Jara Mapenduzi, when he was the chairman LC5 Gulu, came known when you can down the Freight Center of recent Beni Ineno, the Honorable like Gilbert Olanya Bene. Now, what are the alternative policies? Gas is very expensive in Uganda kumbeti. Kamiro teroki gas. Kilograms a day per gas and to go and refill it is now around 70,000.
Sarah, maybe we could say any policies magjone kitika kartekere is summit machalo eni maybe there are baby steps being taken. Pen orama yen Uganda kumberi kitika wachini pay importing mitakamoma is more than 10 years old. Inano eni ramo konyo emissions mogoma retain wa hakimo wenche wachene. Piano mutakabasar is among the biggest polluters of the air.
Yeah,
Inano.
it is actually the biggest.
And it's worse kadong mutakano tea. So what you watching la kweli summit makiti berie anone check makiti karteke kedon ki better. What you anati watching maybe we should celebrate even the small baby steps.
I cannot celebrate. I can't celebrate because reason being is that we have not come out with alternative policies. Like for instance, right now, remember Biti Tsanywa when she was addressing the issues of charcoal banners. You're addressing the charcoal banners. Okay, we don't want people to ban charcoal. But what is the alternative? Kumbetike table research dana di magitika to gas in the houses. Electricity is damn expensive in Uganda. If you want to cook using using your electricity cooker, it is damn expensive. If you want to use the gas cooker, it is also still damn expensive. Where is biogas?
Yes.
Now, this is the alternative. We have so many disposals that we could make biogas out of it. And our governments are not ratifying this.
That is very valid, Sarah. Warama ye. And I tell you, policy makumergamento karakere me gomotaka importation of motaka energy.
Policy and to work in place, but the issue is it true that Dano Pubo Gina Motaka? That is a
very good question.
Mario Chencha Iwinya Kim Genki Geneki Lacho made the EB Gene cycling company. Chris Lamora me Gene, I think it's from Netherlands or Ma Enobiruka Wajikereni. Kano kitwaroka importing mutoka me electric cars.
Yes,
it does not produce gas. Marach enemy machiaroka affecting our the ozone layers causing now then also if you have electric motorcycles, yes, of recent I've heard Dano Chaka will those electric motorcycles, but they're expensive. Can they be a little bit cheap? Can the government, okay, the policy I want government Emma to come out with is that Ngarmo when Kobo importing electric cars or electric motorcycles, we are going to give them at a cut-off price.
And then any summit, any President Kenya President William Ruto, waje kamaleng ni gitika partnering key company Mony marketing any Spyro, Magiangi manufacturing electric cars and electric motorbikes. Magubo Koyo Dano olo mengwech. piano berak no fuel consumption petila malo twa
True.
ichiara made charging motorbike ni charging mutaka and badak bena no konyo emissions mawati wachane ni balo yamane.
So I would want the government of Uganda to ratify that. Ni okay fine. One Benichala Uganda, one we have partnered with this company. Ni Sarah, from today onwards, do not go and buy a diesel car, do not go and buy a petrol car, maybe cherwil motorama tiyu kere kigene kingo ki match ma ki charging. We also have the Kira Manoki Chaho. How far with the project of Kira? Now you see why I have a challenge, why I cannot celebrate, because even our own project Chaho from Makero University Kakany, by today we should have been having Kayola buses all over Uganda.
Atam Summit has to have many options other than Bokoloke Chekakan. Options me innovations di kwere inero kachalo kichakite der kachalo one ma watiki problem menga kilowing of fuel meteru is a big problem.
It's a big problem.
We want to fight climate change, but we also want to cook.
We want to eat at the same time. We want to
eat.
And
we will use chako meteru.
Exactly.
So we are torn between two.
Yeah.
Eno me yup matikati me kumbeti Nairobi chaka chang baraja wa kumbeti tiene chang dek ede yup makiti lone Africa Climate Summit. Yuango makira makonye kere ping mu rumuwa me guakone. Wati nyuakone kanyi wani ketsara. Ame konda kone an kumbeti lok mo kene. Mathieu dakakati kumbeti Coyo Dano Mony kumbeti lu gobane mukana giti akokate ken penka volo Dano ne Mony me UPDF ti Coyo Dano manyer kumbeti la lok pa UPDF Brigadier General Felix Kulaije tika in eno beri lok gopa kagen ke mero Coyo Mony me donye UPDF ki chwa loke TV ki chwa loke newspaper I radio ki bena I website ma mege Sarah in the unemployment that is pushing people to the wall don't it?
But me I think by the time lock energy kakati wa no way more take more.
Yes.
Let me tell you, in the country chalo Uganda and any petting armo machero social media machero ka developing story more mati fake manofo winyu we kamo guak nyo gongo winyu bere chalo reshufflement pa cabinet. Do you know always 80% per Lok Makati ni kitika reshuffling cabinet always turns out to be true? Kati aloga mo inoni ader kene ko ministers any makilogo. But in most cases normally reshufflement noni we any kind Lok Mada. So now social media has made it very easy. The very people marginally releasing information any giti in the same institution. Mono chale me UPDF any. Ka ina di dapeti institution me UPDF. How do you get information, such information? So there should be a leakage somewhere. Either they are planning to recruit enter ngarimoni ukaro to be smart ahead of them.
The leakage not better take care of and someone is using it. It can pay, and the bad thing is that kibian ki wajane me channel.
Yeah.
Chui kira gu beri katemo kere Dano me one low TV. Ne chara kill eat dish where and bit ki kere me nanam one low TV. So look one it can pink me UPDF teacher lock ne kape lock enukata da ki mainstream media majal TV newspaper. Pe ye me chone me donya UPDF. I thought UPD.
I thought Emma, there's one thing also mumier kong wana nyole mame kwa me Uganda kong ni tij mo ke ken ka kibini tij kong ma chel kong mier pe ki kwa ichanta. Mario tij mo ma kuni ki wani Emma iona be mi tij ento bini rwate kere hotel room nama enani chawa dek me di wo Emma enni pe cherry. Especially when you're a woman or even when you're a man, because it were no need darmo till a dirty company more and she wants to harass you sexually.
Yes.
Or he wants to harass you because sexual harassment is both sides, can be female and male.
Yeah.
Though makeup women comes out more louder because women are naturally whistleblowers. Men are not whistleblowers. Now, Dano Paul because they're desperate. He look for unemployment. Dano ti very desperate. To the extent that mani Dano can peti very patient. Dano pere ki chuin mo ma wani an ko jing kong chunya kong matek tutwal. So ngarmo ko wini ana wini gitika recruiting Dan ente ki wani a mi chente.
Kimiyo ya Sarah.
Dano minyodo, people have fallen victim of that. I know of people who have paid money to get jobs and they end up not getting those jobs. Inero. But what I want to tell Dano ni ka teach money ti megi. Malo ba yubuni it is yours. Megi ene. Emma, you do not need to pay. Lubambo meet any. And if you want to join UPDF, the criteria is very simple. Normally, UPDF get announced in the newspapers, TV stations and radio stations, various media houses in the country. And then at the district level, the RDCs, normally they make announcements. Giwaje Kidano, we are going to do recruitment. So, People should just be alert.
Ichiat pe you pe meti tayari ba pe training where you PDF. We donye mon bara pe yot.
Muchaka Mony ibing wenye we periun.
We ka kuri goro.
Jal. La beru mir betie ba.
Oh.
By the way, let me tell you.
Pe mir cherki.
Kal la chel pere don't even bother. Pegi ye because anena ma
But Sarah la ro beru pe no kumetak no.
Pegi ye. Apen babana ni mo wani Dano sometimes use that against the UPD whining armature training get or la. So it is better chat manu la repair.
Kumi wenti hole
my bed to like you function 100%.
But your training and LDU gulu kuja half of them dropped out. But it was konda kwa chair kumbedi itwong lobo kamo kane kama kumbedi. Kitika wache in Mogadishu kinero Al-Shabaab yemarama Pierre when we dirk Somali National Army gitika kwero lok enone sara we po dwe chak ario dangage ma adwi utemo attack e Mogadishu makinero dana madongo kino be monyo magitika ngo kagwa ko kuch e Somalia ma obedo pera maraje to ale kom UPDF kumbeti gitika wache ne attack ma Al-Shabaab teme kom gen no ngutem retaliation magunero gena yoro Pierre when we dirk Luanye Mogadishu ni popo gek.
Luanye Mogadishu petu wer gek because luanye enemy unlock pa gena lock ma tutu alika doko lock pa terrorism enemy mogoti political mogoti within their own gena fights makiti gere within them chalo gen luanye matiken ge. But me I'm happy that finally lu gena lu care lu Mony. Me Somalia kikome gendo ngitwer doka kati waka to fight their own battles. Unlike in the past, every time it had to be UPDF, it had to be soldiers from Angola, those external forces. Compared to the Somali National Forces, those killing 43 Al-Shabaab militants and injuring some of them after conducting a training. Article Rema to you in Somalia is a Ugandan. So I was talking to him and Beroka Wachane like walega 1 year kakany and what you enter. Anytime he works with the UN, anytime he win lock bomb karkamoni pum kakwene pum. This incident just happened of recent, and it is this. I think it was last week and this very week. So KT Somalia, kong ma chel chunyi ko mier ben ngar ma chunyi peluo. Because anytime netika win bomb kamone, but look pa Al-Shabaab enemy and Al-Qaeda, carry a lot of questions. Why can't these battles end? Pingol wany en pitika tom.
Ngano ati lweny me Somalia rebels me DR Congo ki kamone Kenya will not end because Jomakiti gaining from those lweny benati Sara.
Definitely. Yes. First of all, countries, the Western world, they supply ammunitions. That is a bitter fact. But also the same thing, like the Al-Qaeda and the Al-Shabaab, for them, they believe that Giwani, ever since Makinego Osama bin Laden, they still have that problem with America. So, you know, there's so many theories. Either Gwaini, it is because they're not happy with America, or Lopa Oil, Kumera, and so many things. But at the end of it all, Inoni, it is the citizens, Matika suffering. Mogadishu used to be a very beautiful city. Ngarmonyota Chalpa, Mogadishu, some 20 years ago, Mogadishu was so beautiful. But how today, Mogadishu Tikere, Tichalka Central African Republic. Central African Republic is one of the rich countries in the world, in terms of resources and everything. But because of Luwai Mapetumi, today, Central African Republic looks very ugly. And
it's not only Mogadishu, Tripoli, Morocco, Libya, Mogadishu, Kidon Kumbere West, coup d'etats Madouatani.
Yes.
Burkina Faso.
Exactly.
Niger. Gabon.
I think for me there's a general problem in Africa as democracy, and it puts a lot of question, where is democracy? Is democracy meant for Africans?
As Africa, do we really deserve or need democracy?
Well, wherever I go for political meetings and engagements, maybe civil societies and the rest, and they bring topics regarding democracy. Apenyugi, do you think democracy was meant for Africa? Is Africa ready for democracy? And what is democracy in any way? Because it well only democracy is defined differently, key Europe, and then Megwa in Africa kind of democracy. Like for instance, for the case of Uganda.
Sarah, talking about democracy in Africa as a whole, you can connect it to polygamy in Africa because
I like that.
in Africa, polygamy is very normal.
Yeah. So our democracy is overstaying in power.
Yes.
And coup d'etat is normal.
Our democracy is like polygamy. Like we don't know democracy.
So we wake up in the morning and say, you know what, me, I want to be the president of Uganda, and someone just does a coup. Moral democracy, Africa. We're talking about Africa, not only Uganda, because Lukwo are affecting Gabon and Lukwo are affecting Somalia, and it all started with the issues of failing to define what is democracy. No one knew what democracy is. Democracy, America cannot be the democracy of Africa. For instance, one in Uganda, we have Museveni 1, Museveni 2, Museveni 3, and Museveni 4. Not so? Museveni will tell you there's democracy because after every 5 years, we are into elections. So in Petwa, why do we democracy?
But maybe you will find a section of people, but they appreciate that they are happy.
And then when you go to Russia, Putin has also overstayed in power.
And they are happy.
So they are happy. So are you also going to say need democracy?
For us, that democracy works for us. The way polygamy works for us.
So you say I have a challenge with the Western world. And I normally question them. Okay, fine. Why are you selective? Pingo wunuti wani democracy pere Africa. Yet Putin bene is a dictator, as you say. Then you go to South Korea. The other guy is called yes,
and China.
And bene not China, South Korea. And bene tikumeno eroni. Why are you not condemning them as such? And
those ones are powerful.
So for us, because we are the inferiors, and you feel that you must be stepped on. But regardless of that, still we need to organize our house as Africans. We are organizing all these battles in Somalia, Mogadishu, affecting the Africans.
And affecting Africans in such a way, recently, ding, attack Al-Shabaab come UPDF. UPDF has been in Somalia for how many years? Look at Gay Gutelo. Mogadishu. So it's not only Uganda, but is supporting Mogadishu, countries. But
look at issues of tourism.
Yes.
This one has affected tourism. I mean, no tourists would want to go to Somalia. Me, even if you give me $1 billion of shillings, unless you're taking me near Cherkau, Katich, maybe with the UN envoy and the rest, I cannot go and say I'm going to tour Somalia. Tour what? Tour dead bodies or what? Kanero Kamadanti or what? Today, if you look at Somalia, sports-wise, they're not doing good. Kenya, in terms of music, Somalia is nowhere. In terms of entertainment, education, they are struggling.
Africa need to go back to the drawing board.
So today, African Union Summit is sitting, Africa Summit is sitting, or talking about climate change. When do we sit and discuss the issues for Somalia again to restore peace in some parts of...
It's no longer OAU though.
It is African Union.
African Union.
Yes. When do we sit? When magi beru kong pay magi wani ojone lueng mon mati Somalia and Kikongo and ngomir watim. But even the heads of states themselves are fighting one another, so it is even hard.
Men tamba mega kanyu wani ketsara dong lueng kumberi Mogadishu pobo gek kumbeto kumbeti Mony makono me Somali National Army igiyom negi nego adwipa Al-Shabaab ye pierang wen we adek na manegi se wachine la mal maloy attack ma Al-Shabaab teme kom gi chok dwe di mona ngich ma monyo wa me UPDF bena guto ige America wonga ka kan manok ko chiwe kada kwa dokumete ki yupomatem
Yup mai beru kaneno ne lekelia ye
Sam's Crisip oberongira mwera madano weng mare Uganda. Jami pa Sam's timapo likine obero Crisps melayata, Crisps megonja, cookies, odi, berenge kemukene mapola ta. Nong jami pa Sam's Snacks e supermarket duju matilo baman. Sam's Snacks, no apora mamite.